Green's name is missing from there.
All right, I would like to amend the resolution as a friendly amendment to add his name on number 1 in the list. And also, I did make a change when I did read it on number 2. In our case, it should not be his designate, so I changed it to her.
And don't we need Torrance Green up in the whereas
As
first?
well, correct.
Yes.
Okay, I'll friendly amend both of those.
I'll support them.
Moved and supported.
And do we need to again explain why?
Yes.
The purpose of this?
Definitely.
Yes.
There's a lot of confusion out there.
Yeah, I was approached, and the question was asked to me, why are we getting rid of all of our administrators?
That's what the teachers are talking about right now, and that's not the case.
To change the terms and the conditions of the contract, especially to make sure that they coincide with the amended 2011 laws that have been going on with all of the legislation that's been put before us.
And also to make sure that all of their contracts are the same.
There
As close
are
as-
some cleanup of contract that needs to happen as well, yes.
And currently, some contracts end at 1 year, and other contracts end at another, and
Yes.
therefore, we do need to make sure that they all, at least for this purpose, they align with the collective bargaining agreement, so that everything that needs to be addressed can be properly and legally addressed.
Staff meeting, administrative staff, we've had meetings. I can't speak for them.
Okay.
You'd have to ask the president. I've had
Is there a
meetings
clear
with them.
understanding as to what's going on?
Charles Rasky, the president of the administrators. Is there a clear understanding of what is going on?
Yes.
Not necessarily, but this is not the forum to maybe ask those questions. And we had an opportunity to meet, Ms. Lisiski gave us an opportunity to meet closed session prior to this meeting, which I didn't feel was necessary at this time. But there are some questions still. There's so much confusion around this since December 15th that it's not clear. It wasn't definitely clear at that time. So I understand part of it, and I don't understand another part of it, but that's something that can be discussed right now.
Well, and I agree with you, Mr. Rasky. At this point in time, this is a negotiation, which should be done in closed session with you and the appropriate bargaining personnel. So I would recommend that if necessary, if there isn't, or if there is still confusion, that you get with Ms. Lisiski and you talk about it some more at the appropriate time.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
But I would also like to say too, it's not the intention of this board to fire anybody.
No,
No,
definitely not.
that means-
That
that's
needs
what I
to be
was-
stated clear,
Right,
clear,
that-
outright.
This is not termination.
We're not looking to get rid of anybody. As a matter of fact, most of the people I've talked to seem to be extremely happy with the administrators we have. But we have to do what we have to do to get everything in line.
State law tells us.
And I think what we need to know and we have to understand, the reason why this was done, like you've heard across here, the contracts were out of whack. And so basically we try to clear up everything and get rid of all the stuff that shouldn't be there. It's not saying not getting rid of nobody, it's just renewing the contracts. And then on the other part with people talking, that's people gonna talk. And we should know that, the board should know that. People don't know. I mean, if they really wanted to know, if people really wanted to know, they should have been here at the board meeting. And so as this board, we know the real, the truth. And that's the one thing that we'll put out there. So if it don't come from here and you hear about rumors, that's what it is, okay?
Thank you.
And we can clear it up like that. Okay?
And
All right.
we probably should have been a little clearer on it back in
Right.
don't need it as what it turned out the teachers thought they heard.
And then again, you know, like I reiterate, like I always stress, tell somebody something and they'll hear what they want to hear. Okay? So, everything's good.
Are your minds a little clear?
Sorry?
Are your minds a little clear?
You were clear before.
Okay.
Good to be clear.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Oh, sorry. Roll call.
Discussion first and then roll call.
Right, I'm
Trustee Stevens.
Aye.
Trustee Stewart. Trustee Meadows.
Aye.
Trustee Thomas.
Aye.
I vote aye. Mr. President.
Aye, motion carries. Do we have any citizen green sheets tonight?
I want to know where our student rep is.
She's
She's actually building a robot.
I
And,
know.
and I'm gonna go to bat for her because I didn't know she was on the cheerleading team. Yeah, and she's very supportive of her school.
I'm not sure how much longer she's get on the cheerleading going, because I did her a little bit with robotics building. She was talking about having difficulties doing both, and as she's 5 years on the robotics team, this is only her first year on cheerleading. Her heart's a little deeper in the educational aspect.
Well, I told her I was going to mess with her dad about it, but she said to invite every board member to come and look at the progress on the robot.
Yeah, they're down there working
It's
on
on
it right now.
it's on your way out,
It's right
so.
there by the door, right?
Are
You
you
can check it
kidding? You get an arm on your way in to make sure that you're captured, and then you get a grand tour of the large robot, what the competition is this year, what they've got going. Then we've got the younger students in there doing these little mini robot things that are supposed to be doing something. One of the kids has 2 gizmos attached to one another, and I don't even understand it. I don't know how these kids do it.
And we are,
Wired differently.
and we're still in need of 2 basketball hoops, at least to borrow them so that we can put them on the practice boards. Do you know if we've got any unused
Hi.
elementary facility that could
Well-
be temporarily?
Well,
taken?
Possibly, yes. Great House, can you ask, you knew it was, ask the maintenance man if that is something that is feasible to do?
Okay.
Okay. She'll track them down.
Thank you. Other than
How many,
that,
2?
robot is-
2, yes.
Yeah, they're just setting it, the field this year actually has 4 hoops, but one's at 8 foot, one's at 6 foot, one's at 4 foot. Actually, 2 are at 6 foot, so we don't need both of that. We've, in fact, we've only got the backboard built to accommodate 1 hoop anyway, so.
Well, I did stop into robotics tonight, and it is amazing what they're doing over there. The controllers will be maneuvered by Bluetooth, so, yeah, they're exactly over there, so it's really nice.
And I also heard rumors, this affects Ms. Jenkins and Ms. Smith, that the robotics team is going to be visiting your schools with
Great.
the big robot and some of the small ones once they're put together.
Yeah, I love it.
Those kids will love it.
Gotta get them addicted early.
superintendent comments.
Just would like to invite the board, if they have a chance, to go to the auditorium and just see that it is shaping up and it's beautiful. We reclaimed it. The maintenance man and custodial staff has been working hard to just get it back to where it needs to be, where it was before it was rented out for so long. And that our Nap It at Night we are hosting. It is the second Monday in February, so it's the 13th, and the social hour starts at 5:30. So if you can't stay for all of it, just at least come and pop your head in and just see what's going on. We're going to be a proud night.
What night's graduation now that we've got the auditorium back? Is it-
June 1st was what was published.
Okay,
It was in our packets, our senior.
wanted to get it up there.